Hello, good evening, everyone. It's a real honour to be here to accept this. And so thanks to the AOC and the committee that has offered me the award. But really, I'm very pleased to be here because it gives me an opportunity to thank Luton Sixth Form College and to express my gratitude for a really great education at a really important time in my life. It was the early 80s and I went to Luton Sixth Form College, and it was a very big college. There were about 1,700 people between the ages of about 16 and 19, and it was the most culturally diverse institution that I'd ever been to, and it was fantastic to be there, part of so many different kinds of experiences of life, different ways of living, not only the kind of cultural and ethnic diversity of the place, but it was the early 80s. There were punks, there were casuals, there were all these different ideas about what life is for and how you might live it, how you might live a rich life, a good life, an exciting life. And I really grew up during that time. When I started there, I had a haircut that was a bit like Princess Diana. And when I left, I looked more like Ariup from the Slits. And, it was a time in which my attitudes to life, to politics, to conviction of social justice, equal opportunity, particularly in education, the access to education, allowing people to shape and determine their lives, and the opportunities that I felt that I benefited so massively from in respect of that. Those things really firmed up during that time, but above all, the really great education from really dedicated teachers. And as somebody who does also teach, I know how difficult it is to be a good teacher. And I had a few wobbles, and they really persevered with me. The art department in particular was fantastic in the way that, any great art department, intellectually permissive, allowing you to think, exciting new ideas, but also, disciplined, sceptical, curious, questioning, encouraging those kinds of things. And above all, the principle of experimentation, so important to art and design. The idea that you might make something new, and in making something new, you might think about the world in a new way. And all of that I got from Luton Sixth Form College. And in a way, I was more at home there than I was at the university it enabled me to go to subsequently. But I took that with me. And so I just feel very, very grateful for that opportunity, and feel very, very strongly that on opportunities like this, like at the Turner Prize, it is really important to say that I feel I was part of an incredibly lucky generation and received this extraordinary inheritance from my parents and my grandparents who secured this possibility for us. And it's really important for my generation to seek to protect and defend it for subsequent generations so they can shape and determine their lives in the way that was possible for us. And I fear that, particularly in respect of art education, there have been some terrible blows, and also in terms of further education, the opportunities there. I'm talking too long, but I'm just going to finish. I'm just going to say one more thing, that it is really, really important in art education that not only the privileged have access to art, to drama, to music, to design, not only because that people do not get to fulfill their capabilities and ambitions, but because we will live in a world where the art and the design and the culture and the poetry and the literature only reflects the experience of a very, very narrow range of social experience. And it's so important that we have artists from every kind of walk of life and every background. Thank you very, very much.